at the negotiation table. Mr. Michael, it's okay to give 3 more percentage points on the contract, right? Leo had his hair neatly combed, but the playfulness in his eyes and his dissolute sitting posture made him look like a gentlemanly scoundrel at the moment. Isn't asking for 3 percentage points too much? The little assistant beside him timidly spoke up and looked at me, about to renegotiate. No problem. I signed the contract neatly. With the little assistant staring at me in disbelief, I pushed the contract over with a single finger. After all, I'm known as the living Hades, who is known for being decisive and forceful in front of outsiders. It's rare to see such an amiable side of me. Leo kept raising the stakes. I always agreed. The little assistant's expression changed from horror to suspicion, and finally he couldn't help but speak up. Mr. Samuel and Mr. Michael, did you two know each other before? Before I could say a word, Leo rubbed his temples, casually threw his gold-rimmed glasses on the table, and joked. No, who would dare to know such a cold-faced Hades like Mr. Michael? The little assistant, who had just shown a bit of vitality, seemed on the verge of collapse again. I waved my hand. You can go out first. I'll get to know your little Mr. Samuel. The little assistant let out a sigh of relief, picked up the contract in a hurry, and rushed out. The moment the door closed, the stiff atmosphere was swept away by ambiguity. I pressed Leo onto the table with my backhand. Don't know me? If you don't know me, how dare you hook my suit pants with your foot under the table? Instead of resisting, Leo looked up with a smile and stopped just a fraction away from my lips. Brother's pants are wrinkled. I'm just smoothing them out for brother. His tone was innocent and pure. One could hardly tell that the seemingly innocent-faced person in front of me was misbehaving under my body. Brother's crotch is bulging. I'm smoothing it out for brother. The force from below was strong and pleasurable. I couldn't help but let out a moan. The little white rabbit on the table instantly flipped over and pinned me down, its eyes full of aggression. Let me help you, okay? The sound of the belt buckle popping open came through the air. Reason quickly returned. Leo tied his tie leisurely and still looked at me gently. But his voice was as cold as ice. Dear brother, if you can't even take it for love, what's the point of saying you like me? He was right. Between him and me, it was indeed me who first said I liked him. The year my stepmother brought him into the house, he was only 18. A pair of shabby basketball shoes paired with faded school uniform pants and messy hair casually hanging down. He was about 1.8 meters tall, but his figure looked dry and uninteresting at first glance. I don't know if it was the youthful sense that came with his age, but I couldn't help but take a closer look at him. I pinched his chin. Under the thick glasses, his extremely charming eyes were cold and his bright red and soft lips were tightly pursed. I couldn't imagine how nice it would be if he shyly called me brother from those lips. It would be so nice. A dense tingling sensation shot from my spine straight to the top of my head. My palm felt empty. Leo broke free from my palm and took a few steps back warily. He was like a little wolf. It seemed that if I took one more step forward, he would pounce on me and bite my throat. I rubbed my fingers. The warm touch vanished in an instant. Auntie, I'll take care of my little brother. My dad is waiting for you in the back garden. You should go quickly. Emma nodded nervously and walked towards the back garden. I grabbed the snarling little wolf dog back to my side. My fingertips gently pressed on the back of his neck. It was quite firm. I have to wear him down slowly. Let go. The young wolf cub's eyes flashed with a sharp light, but I could sense a hint of unease from his back. That's right. A blended family. Moreover, it's a situation where his mother brought a child and married into the man's family. He's afraid that I'll bully his mother. If you listen to me obediently, I promise I won't pick on your mother, okay? After I leaned over and said this, I could clearly feel Leo's tense body relax. It's so easy to guess what this little kid is thinking. Since then, I've almost taken over half of his life. He wears the clothes I pick. He eats the food I cook. I'm even tempted to help him pee. On the day I tried to seduce him, I was prepared for rejection. But unexpectedly, he actually took the initiative to kiss me. Suddenly, the phone on the table vibrated. It pulled me out of the state of being lovesick. The kind voice of Emma floated out. Samuel, come back for dinner with Leo tonight. I've made the dry-cooked shrimp that you two like. It's the weekend tomorrow. You can just rest at the old mansion. I responded indifferently, but I couldn't suppress the hoarseness in my voice at all. Anyone who has experienced it can tell the satisfaction after indulging in sex. Emma paused for a few seconds before slowly probing. Has Samuel got a girlfriend? Girlfriend? Although I like men. But I'm the dominant one. Yes. He'll be my girlfriend sooner or later. Emma was overjoyed. Great. Finally, one of the two old bachelors in the family is off the market. When will you bring your girlfriend back for your dad and me to meet? You've already met her. You two have seen her countless times. The phone call ended. I dug out Leo's line and prepared to ask him when he would get off work and go home together. A huge exclamation mark almost blinded my eyes. I gritted my teeth, but I couldn't get angry. You little rascal. He blocked me again. How promising. It's not just blocking. I forwarded the message to his assistant. When I drove to pick him up at night, I found that the huge office was already empty. When I got home, I saw a tense scene at home. Leo, why didn't you go to your brother's company and wait for him to come back together? Emma frowned and knocked heavily on the chopsticks that Leo was about to use to pick up food. The shrimp at the tip of the chopsticks slipped off. Leo simply threw down the chopsticks, grabbed a peanut with his hand and threw it into his mouth, chewing without saying a word. Leo, it seemed that the war was about to break out. I put down my suit and quickly held Emma back. Then I picked up a chopstick of shrimp and put it into Leo's bowl, saying gently, "Suddenly there was an urgent matter in the company tonight. I was afraid you would worry, so I asked Leo to come back first." While speaking, I filled a bowl of soup and handed it to Emma. After all, Leo is just a child. Don't be angry with him. Emma's expression improved, but she couldn't help scolding. He's already 23. Besides you, who in the family still treats him like a child? You can't spoil your younger brother like this as an older brother. Who raised him as a younger brother? I've been raising him as a wife. I didn't dare to say this. I could only smile apologetically in agreement. Samuel has already got a girlfriend. When will Leo bring one back for me? I felt a shiver down my spine. The words I casually said in a calm state were suddenly brought up by Emma at the dinner table. Leo beside me suddenly stopped. He shot me a fierce look, threw down his chopsticks again, and then went upstairs without looking back. Leo, I think you're going too far. Emma, who had an outburst again, was like a fierce northeastern woman. Took me a lot of effort to calm her down. Then I thought that Leo hadn't eaten much, so I turned around and brought a bowl of soup to his room. The dark room was completely quiet, and a strange, sweet fragrance wafted up to my nose. Leo, I spoke softly and groped for the light switch. Warm. The warm soup was overturned and splashed all over my shirt. My lips were forcefully blocked. When I was thrown onto the bed, I instinctively hooked Leo's neck and searched for his lips. We almost had sex this afternoon. My mom said you have a girlfriend? What girlfriend? He covered my lips with a glint in his eyes, insisting that I give him an answer. I touched his Adam's apple. You. Leo seemed to be angry and laughed. His scorching breath hit my chest. He gritted his teeth and said word by word, "Brother, do you want me to get you a mirror? I'm your girlfriend? Are you sure?" His hand stopped on my chest and kept making circles. Just when I was about to give in, suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Emma was extremely angry outside. "Samuel, did Leo knock over your soup? I heard such a loud noise. Open the door for me. I'm going to teach him a lesson today." My mind suddenly cleared up. Maybe the dim light is easy to stir up emotions. I almost got led astray by Leo. "I'm the top. Get out of the way." I kicked Leo off the bed with one foot. I got up neatly and buttoned up my clothes again. My eyes fell on the incense on the bedside table. I instantly understood the reason for my momentary confusion. He actually played dirty tricks on me. I felt my butt. It didn't hurt. Fortunately, everything was still intact. I breathed a sigh of relief and opened the door for Emma. I was wearing a white shirt today. The spilled soup made me look even more disheveled. Emma almost instantly understood what Leo had done again. I didn't stop her. I just quietly listened to the commotion coming from inside the room. Emma was right. I spoiled Leo too much. I spoiled him to the point where he became lawless. I spoiled him to the point where he drugged me and almost made me the submissive one. It's time to teach him a good lesson. I felt a wave after wave of fear. He almost succeeded. Where would I put my face then? Just then, a buddy sent me a message inviting me to drink. I fled from home as if escaping. I, Samuel, have lived to be 30 years old and I almost got taken advantage of by a 23-year-old young punk. Is this acceptable? I originally wanted to drown my sorrows in wine. Who would have known that after drinking glass after glass, the picture of being pinned down by Leo under him in my head became even clearer. It's about to explode. I rubbed my head, trying to shake off those terrible pictures. My brother noticed my discomfort, but he didn't stop his actions. He refilled my glass and joked. Haven't you conquered your younger brother yet? You've been entangled with that young punk for a year and you still haven't determined the dominant and submissive positions? It gives me a headache just to think about it. During the years when I raised him, I tried every means to flirt with him. I wore his shirts and underwear, drank from the cup he'd used the same perfume as him, and slept in the same bed at night. Leo had his doubts. He asked me if it wasn't appropriate for us since we were both adults. I put on a straight face and said seriously that this was how straight men were. Since then, I've been leading him astray. Finally, when he turned 20, the sense of guilt in my heart lessened a bit. I was going to seduce him with my body. When he sensibly hugged me and we were about to get down to business, I unexpectedly found that both of us wanted to be on top of the other. At that moment, it wasn't just my lower body that was about to explode. My head was also in a complete mess. We had been in this ambiguous situation for so long. And then it turns out that the guy I've been trying to seduce for so long has the same sexual orientation as me? I was stuck in an awkward situation. He was also stuck in an awkward situation. Anyway, neither of us was willing to lie down obediently. We just sat there like this all night until dawn. Finally, we had a fierce argument because of our positions. I had been happily thinking about going to work with my partner, but that was gone. Leo firmly refused to join my company and started his own business instead. I had been happily thinking about living with my partner, but that was also gone. Leo grandly moved all his things out of my place. I had been happily thinking that I could finally have an intimate relationship, but that was gone too. I don't even have a partner anymore. What kind of intimacy am I talking about? Since then, there has been an extremely strange line of competitiveness between me and Leo. Whoever gives in is a coward. In a whole year, he deliberately seduced me nearly 125 times. I deliberately seduced him nearly 136 times. Either I'm on the way to seduce him or he's on the way to seduce me. Who would have thought? The two brothers who are seducing each other. We haven't even slept together this year. My head hurts even more. In my opinion, you might as well just give it to him. By then, be a bit tougher. Who's the top and who's the bottom will be up to you. My brother lowered his voice and stuffed a bag of unknown stuff into my hand, winking at me vigorously. Good stuff. I was stunned. I suddenly realized. This year, I've almost been accompanying Leo in those little seduction games. I silently tightened my grip on the thing in my hand. I'm already 30. So what if I use some despicable means? Moreover, he's even daring to use incense on me now. Who knows if he'll use such means on me in the future? I have to strike first. Taking advantage of the alcohol. I asked my brother to take me directly to Leo's house. Fortunately, someone opened the door after the doorbell rang. I guessed right. Leo didn't rest in his hometown either. Instead, he went straight home. His home isn't here. Before Leo could finish his words, my heavy body was thrown onto him by my brother. Are you two brothers still distinguishing between your home and his home? My mind was already muddled from the alcohol. After falling onto Leo, I couldn't stand still and kept sliding down. Seeing this, Leo grabbed my waist and pulled me up. He wanted to say something else, but my brother stopped him first. He drank a lot today. You'd better sleep with him tonight. If he vomits in the middle of the night and chokes, you'll lose your brother. Avoiding Leo's gaze, my brother gave me a confident look. I originally thought it would be good to get myself into Leo's home. After all, he wouldn't even let me in after our silent competition. With my brother's series of actions, does it mean I can sleep in the same bed as Leo tonight? I took 2 steps back. I was afraid that Leo would hear my violently beating heart and see through my sneaky little tricks. Leo's eyes darkened. He pressed me back into his arms again. After thanking my brother, he closed the door. All the way, I was thinking about how to find a chance to drug him. But the next second, I was carried and thrown into the empty bathtub. The newly released water wasn't warm yet. It made me shiver all over. Did you go drinking because you were angry about almost being slept with by me? His warm fingertips brushed across my face and landed on the shirt buttons on my chest. I refused to answer this question. Anyway, I'm drunk. Pretending to be stupid and cute is a piece of cake. Really drunk. Seeing me grinning at him, Leo frowned and placed his hand on my forehead. No fever. I'll go and cook you some hangover soup. Leo let out a sigh of relief. Then he fished me out of the bathtub, refilled it with hot water, took off my clothes, and put me in. The bathroom door was closed. Clearly the bathroom heater wasn't turned on. But my face was incredibly red. I had sobered up before coming to his place. But Leo's series of actions just now. He picked me up like a child, gently placed me in the bathtub, and now he's going to cook hangover soup for me. In comparison, why is he even more mature and steady? I shook my head vigorously, trying to shake off those fading thoughts in my mind again. I must win this battle of dominance. The last time I lay in Leo's bed was a year ago. Letting the familiar yet strange smell fill my nostrils, I felt so comfortable that I wanted to mess up his bed. Just as I was wriggling around on his bed, Leo suddenly appeared at the bedside with 2 glasses in his hand, his eyes cold. A sudden jolt went through my heart. Could it be that he found out I was pretending to be drunk? I quickly squinted my eyes and resumed the state of grinning stupidly at him. Leo calmly handed me a water cup without saying much. Just as I relaxed a bit, I saw him taking off his clothes and about to lie on the bed. No. How can I carry out my plan with him lying on the bed? I suddenly pulled the quilt and wrapped myself up tightly, trembling with my lips quivering and saying, "It's cold. So cold." My hair that wasn't completely dry oozed water droplets as I shook vigorously. The droplets flowed down the tips of my hair, across my face, and onto the collarbone under the quilt, leaving a trail. Only then did he notice that I wasn't wearing any clothes. Leo frowned and said, "Why aren't you wearing any clothes?" I only had a shirt on me and he had already thrown it into the bathroom and soaked it through. What's there to wear? Holding back the urge to roll my eyes, I just kept repeating that it was cold. Leo stopped his hand while taking off his clothes and then turned to go to the balcony. Taking this opportunity, I quickly took out the packet of stuff from my underwear. My hand slipped and most of it accidentally fell on the floor. Hearing Leo's footsteps getting closer, I didn't have time to care about it. I poured the remaining stuff into his water cup and stirred it evenly. Then I resumed the state of grinning stupidly. Put it on. The shirt with Leo's body scent was thrown onto my head. I fished it down and buttoned it up. I'll ask you. Leo closed his eyes, then pulled me to his side and unbuttoned all the buttons, then buttoned them up neatly. Go to sleep. Leo turned off the desk lamp, picked up the water cup beside him, and gulped it down. I guessed right. Although I haven't shared a bed with Leo for nearly a year, his habit of drinking a glass of honey water before going to bed hasn't changed. What position will make him more comfortable later? It should hurt a lot for the first time. Should I be gentler? I should have drunk less wine tonight. I don't know if I'll have enough energy later. I was feeling annoyed inside. The next second, a hot body pressed against my back. Leo said hoarsely, "Brother, are you asleep?" It's working. I was about to get up to be a hero and save the day. When I got halfway up, a pair of hot big hands suddenly grabbed my waist. The next moment, I was dragged under Leo. "Brother, I'm so uncomfortable." Leo's hot face kept rubbing against my back. "Leo, let go." I gritted my teeth and struggled desperately. Who would have thought that although Leo looked thin, he was incredibly strong. Even when my palms were sweating from the effort, I didn't move an inch. "Brother, you're getting old." Leo lowered his head and his rapid breathing fell on my ear. No matter how shameful his actions on me were, they couldn't compare to the pain caused by this vague sentence. Am I old? I'm old. How can I be old at 30? You're 30 and I'm only 23. Brother, can't you feel who is younger? As if he had guessed what was on my mind, Leo grabbed my waist and got even closer to me. I originally thought it was just that he wasn't wearing anything on top. Who would have thought things would turn out like this? There was no time to think too much. I only knew that if I was any later, I'd have no chance of turning the tables. I swung my hand back forcefully. There was a pained groan from behind. Leo closed his eyes and fell onto the bed, but there was a helpless smile on his lips. Putting drugs in my water, do you think I can't taste it? Brother, who told you that a top would turn into a bottom after drinking this stuff? My mind was in a complete mess. I grabbed his shirt and put it on, too panicked to worry about whether I had slapped him too hard. The slight pain in my buttocks reminded me that he had almost succeeded. Just as I rushed out of the door, my buddy sent me a message. Did my stuff work? Did you take him forcefully? Did it work? No. I slapped myself hard in the face, unable to believe the images that had just flashed through my mind. What on earth was I thinking? I took a taxi back to my own place that night. It was already 5 o'clock in the morning. The sky outside the window was gradually turning pale. The street vendors downstairs started setting up their stalls, making rustling noises and shouting. I lay down on the bed, letting my mind go blank. The shirt on me smelled of the laundry detergent that Leo always used. Every time I got close. Every time we hugged. Every time we kissed. The smell always lingered around us. I wasn't inexperienced in love when I was young, or introduced by friends, or someone asked for my line on the street. But their intentions were too obvious. Their blatant gazes were glued to the Patek Philippe on my wrist and couldn't move away. Moreover, after I took out the car key of the Pagani, they couldn't wait to drag me to a hotel room on the spot. There were also a few who looked to my taste. When it came to that step, they lay on the bed and seduced me, but my manhood didn't show any reaction at all. Facing their lips moving towards me, I impatiently pushed them away. In the end, I got a good scolding. They scolded me for pretending to be capable when I was actually useless. They left with a curse of pathetic impotent man and took the gold card in my pocket without looking back. I couldn't say why, but I was sure. I just liked men. But once they took off their clothes, my reaction told me that I didn't want to do it at all. Until Leo appeared. His looks were exactly my type. His eyes were upturned at the corners, his nose was high, bridged, and he had thin lips and a lean build. There was an indescribable sense of allure about him. Even though he was my nominal younger brother, I couldn't help but reach out my sinful hand to him. I don't know if it's to prove that I can do it or if I'm really interested in him. Facts have proved that I really can. Whether it's wearing his clothes, or sleeping in the same bed, or watching him take a shower naked, there was a reaction. I'm the top. But every time Leo pinned me down, the strange feeling all over my body was not fake. I placed my hand on my pounding heart. These days, I think I have to keep some distance from Leo. Block his phone number. Block him online. When my parents call me for a meal, I make an excuse that I'm busy at the company and don't go back. As long as I don't think about Leo, that strange feeling in my heart will fade away a lot. But I didn't expect that Leo actually avoided me for the time being. My good buddy sent me another living Buddha. Looking at Daniel sitting in the office, I was about to go crazy. I pushed the brother who had pulled me in back out the door, gritting my teeth in anxiety. No, what on earth did you bring him here for? Daniel. One of my exes, the most clingy and the most good-looking. Others would turn around and leave right away when they found out it wouldn't work after trying to get me into bed. This one just kept trying again and again, not believing it wouldn't work. In the end, I had to make up a story about being terminally ill and going abroad for treatment to get rid of him. The brother scratched his head and laughed cheerfully. Last time when you didn't reply to my message, I knew you definitely didn't sleep with Leo. So I've brought you a plan B. Thank you so much. The brother patted me on the shoulder with an even broader smile on his face. We're brothers. It's what I should do. You're no brother of mine. I turned around and left. Not only has my situation with Leo been so unclear recently, but you've also brought my ex here. Isn't this just adding to my troubles? Why are you running away? Listen to my analysis. How can you get others to agree to your request? If you threaten to tear the roof off, won't they agree to let you open a window? The brother grabbed me in a hurry. It's the same with Leo. You two are in a stalemate. If you give up pestering Leo and show that you'll find someone else if you can't be the dominant one, do you think he'll compromise? Really? Vaguely remember there was such a stupid theorem. I was a bit hesitant after being persuaded. What if I anger Leo and he also goes to find someone new? And it's not right to Daniel either. After all, he's younger than me, stronger, and so charming. No. I'd rather be the submissive one. I shook my head vigorously. I simply couldn't imagine Leo, who had always been flirting with me, going to flirt with someone else. Kissing someone else, hugging someone else, and sleeping with someone else. And even bringing someone else home and calling me brother together. The young and innocent boy I've nurtured for years. How could I let others have a taste of him? I have to go home and find Leo. I took out my phone and removed him from the blacklist. Just as I was about to ask him where he was, the phone was suddenly snatched away. The next second, a tall guy nestled into my arms and murmured against me. When did you return to China, Samuel? Why didn't you tell me? Thanks to my buddy, I was entangled by Daniel again. He follows me when I eat. He follows me when I drink water. He follows me when I have meetings. He follows me when I go to the toilet. He is just like a heartless man who abandons his partner after having sex. In just 1 week, the employees in the company started looking at me strangely. No, what on earth are you following me into the toilet for when I'm taking a dump? I tightly grasped the precarious toilet door and warily stared at the tall guy outside. He had been doing quite well in the years since we parted ways. When he was with me back then, he looked like a delicate and sickly beauty, but now he's even stronger than me. I'll help you wipe with toilet paper. Daniel replied with an innocent look, his big, watery eyes wide open. I'm going crazy. Get out of here. No. If you don't leave, I'll call someone. Go ahead and call. You. Holding my unbuttoned pants and on the verge of a breakdown, I was just about to shout for help. A slender and large hand directly pressed against the door, shutting me inside. Who are you? I am. The wailing Daniel outside the door seemed to have his mouth covered, and his fading voice grew farther and farther away. There was a conspicuous small scar on the upper left of the back of that hand. Almost instantly, I recognized the owner of the hand and blurted out in a flurry. Leo? The footsteps outside the door paused, and the tone was dull. Yes. After finishing dealing with it and coming out, the hand that Leo had covered over Daniel's mouth still hadn't let go, and Daniel rolled his eyes beside him. If you keep covering him like this, he'll die. I quickly pulled Daniel out from in front of his chest. As a result, while gasping for breath, this guy still didn't forget to burrow into my arms. Seeing Leo's gaze getting darker and darker, he clearly had the idea of strangling Daniel right here on the spot. I grabbed Daniel and hit him behind me and said warily, "Why did you come here?" Seeing me taking sides with someone else, the fist that Leo had clenched until it turned pale instantly lost its strength, but his tone was still stiff. Mom and Dad are calling you home for dinner. The company has been really busy lately. I really can't go back. It is quite busy. Busy indulging in pleasures, right? Leo straightened up, his tone calm. He is 1.9 meters tall. Usually when he's with me, he's always slouching and never stands properly. Suddenly standing up straight, there was an inexplicable sense of oppression. Samuel, this Saturday is your father's birthday. If I don't see you there in the evening, don't blame me for coming directly to the company to drag you away. He bumped into my shoulder forcefully. Leo strode out and I was in a daze. Damn it. I was just trying to avoid Leo. I forgot my old man's birthday. It was Leo who opened the door. Probably he came back much earlier than me and had changed into his pajamas at home. You're back. The moment he saw it was me, Leo's eyes lit up and he wanted to say something else. A head popped out from behind me, full of excitement. And me! Leo's gaze sank again. Daniel, who was swept by the fierce look, shrank back again and grabbed the corner of my clothes, shivering. This is a family dinner. Why did you bring him back? The veins on Leo's hand holding the door frame were bulging. His superior muscles from working out made him look like he could punch me to death. I swallowed my saliva and explained in a low voice. Daniel's family situation is quite complicated. I really couldn't refuse him. Daniel, who was hiding behind me, poked his head out again. His voice was much softer and he nodded like a pounding garlic. My mother passed away, my father gambles, and my sister is sick. I'm so broken. It was a stalemate. Finally, Emma stepped in, pulled Leo away and brought Daniel in. Shausen, sit with Samuel. Emma grinned with missing teeth. Glancing at Leo, who was standing there like he was about to join the army, she frowned instantly and patted the seat beside her. Sit here. Leo didn't move. He just stared fixedly at Daniel. That was the seat that had always belonged to him. Daniel felt nervous under his stare. He quickly stood up, all fingers and thumbs, and said in a trembling voice, I'd better change my seat. Let brother one sit here. Once the words brother one came out, Leo's face looked as ugly as if he had eaten shit. He plopped down beside Emma, grinding his teeth and saying, Just sit there. The meal tasted as insipid as wax. As soon as the atmosphere got harmonious, Leo would say something astonishing. The whole conversation was about me, from how I started to take care of him. Later, the topic took a strange turn. If he babbled on a bit more, he would even blurt out how I seduced him. The stool scraped on the floor. I put down my chopsticks and said, I'm going to the bathroom. I splashed cold water on my face, but my face in the mirror was still terribly red. What he said wasn't that explicit, but having experienced the real-life situation, I could really let my imagination run wild. Brother, aren't you done yet? Leo's voice came from outside the door. I turned off the faucet, quickly opened the door, wiped the water off my face and said, "You can use it." Just as I was about to turn around and leave, he grabbed my wrist. Only a small light was on in the bathroom. The dim light shone on Leo's profile, and half of his body was hidden in the darkness. From my perspective, I could only see his Adam's apple bobbing up and down. It was as if he was desperately holding back something. Leo gritted his teeth, and the strength in his grip on my wrist tightened little by little. He turned his face away forcefully. The look in his eyes when he looked at me was as if he had made some kind of determination. His warm breath fanned across my face. Leo closed his eyes, and his voice was both restrained and charming. "Husband, please make that green tea outside go away, husband." Leo gave in. He didn't even last a month. I blinked my eyes, hardly able to believe it. But this young man in front of me was practically showering me with calls of husband. Was this the end of our battle for dominance? "Husband, make that green tea go away. I don't want to see him again." Seeing that I didn't respond, Leo opened his mouth and bit hard on my collarbone, forcing me to come back to my senses. He really seemed to be aggrieved. There was a mist in Leo's eyes. It somewhat diminished his innate charm as a heart stealer. I've never been able to stand seeing a man cry. Seeing that the goal was achieved, I quickly pulled Leo into my arms and said, "Let him get out after dinner." During the remaining half of the meal, I ate faster and faster. Without waiting for Daniel to say goodbye to my parents, I grabbed him and stuffed him into the black car waiting by the roadside, muttering, hurry up, the goal is achieved. I'll transfer the remaining payment to you tomorrow." A big man's hand reached out from the car and neatly pulled Daniel in. Watching the taillights of the car driving away, I couldn't help but think about what to use on Leo tonight. I was in a state of excitement. The things I bought for him a year ago are still in the bedside table in my house. What should I use on him later? That whip. It cost me a lot of money. It is said that the material is different from ordinary ones. It won't hurt at all when hitting a person, just a little numbness at most. Leo has delicate skin. How could I bear to let him feel pain? That's it. "Husband, bite tightly and don't let it fall." Leo stuffed something into my mouth. I was furious. Didn't we agree that I would be the top? As soon as we entered my house, he directly tied my hands behind my back and threw me onto the bed forcefully. Annoyed by my noise, he casually took something from my bedside table and stuffed it into my mouth. His movements were so smooth that people who didn't know would think it was his house. It was simply a great humiliation. Leo slowly and methodically untied his tie and said, "I've already called you husband as you wished." He forced a smile which inexplicably sent shivers down one's spine. I spat out the whip in my mouth again, grinding my teeth in anger. Calling me husband and then pinning me down. Is this right? "Leo, I said I'm the top. Can you understand that I'm the one on top? If you can't do it, I'll find someone else. I'm not non, you in particular." There came a sneer from behind. A cold hand stroked my back, moving slowly from top to bottom with just the right amount of pressure. "You're just being stubborn. Brother, do you know how honest your actions are when you crawl under me every time?" I tried hard to ignore the shivering sensation coming from behind. As my consciousness gradually blurred, I suddenly thought of what he had given me to drink before entering the door. "What did you give me to drink?" My eyelids began to droop and Leo's figure became wobbly. "Of course, it's the same thing you gave me last time. Can it be that only the officials are allowed to set fires while the common people are not allowed to light lamps?" As my consciousness was gradually fading, Leo's palm kept kneading, making my tense body relax. His tone was gentle, but the words he said made one feel as if falling into an ice cellar. "Husband, the phone is turned off, the door is locked from the inside, and the key has been thrown out of the window by me. For the next 3 days, this is your punishment for seeing other men behind my back." Countless times in the middle, I wanted to explain. I'm not what he thinks I am with Daniel at all. But every time I mentioned his name, Leo, who was in a good mood, would instantly change his expression, directly crushing the words that were about to come out of my mouth. "Fainted and woke up. Woke up and ate. Ate and slept. Slept and fainted." It was almost 3 days without distinction between day and night. It completely cut off my chance to turn the tables and take control. It was also during these 3 days that I realized Leo is no longer the skinny little boy who couldn't even beat a dog back then. His strength is incredibly great now. But why didn't he take me by force this past year? Thinking carefully is terrifying, thinking casually is terrifying, thinking from every angle is terrifying. This scoundrel deliberately played with me. After taking a shower in the bathroom, Leo came back and hugged me from behind again, still warm. Husband, what are you thinking about? His voice was full of the satisfaction after intimacy. Do you still want to call me husband? I've been completely taken advantage of so many times. It sounds like a provocation no matter how you listen to it. Close your eyes. Completely disillusioned. Leo tightened his embrace a bit, his words filled with smiles. I'm verbally yielding to you and physically serving you. You've got all the benefits but still not happy. Forget it. Actually, I also had a great time. I turned my head, wanting to have a serious talk with Leo. Husband, you seem to be really enjoying it. Leo pointed at the phone screen, smiling so widely that the corners of his mouth almost reached the back of his head. It seems I did a good job, right? Looking at the surveillance footage on his screen. I almost forgot that there were cameras installed in my house to prevent thieves. Now they're being used for flirting. Well, forget it. I lost in terms of attributes but gained love. It's not a bad deal. Samuel, extra story. Afterward, Leo pouted and insisted that I give him an explanation about Daniel. You little rascal. No wonder he was so fierce. So you were secretly jealous. It all started when my buddy sent Daniel to my office that day. When Daniel threw himself into my arms at that time, my first instinct was to dodge. Don't move. I'll explain it to you later. Leo is 6 o'clock behind you. If you push me away now, you'll lose. Daniel grabbed my collar tightly and my hand froze in mid-air. It took a long time for Daniel to look around and then let go of me. He let out a sigh of relief and said, Leo is gone. Then he gave me a disdainful look and said, do you really think I came back to find you? His gaze shifted down and stopped at my crotch. He said in a mocking and contemptuous tone, sorry, I'm not interested in impotent men. He turned around and wanted to leave. My buddy quickly grabbed him and said, you two have been at odds over a position for years. Every time you have a fight, you come to me to drink. It's not that I don't want to drink with you, but you come too often. If I don't come, I'm not being a good buddy. If I come every other day, I can't accompany my wife well. Please, you two fated rivals, just get together soon. Daniel nodded and said, get together soon. Then he added, if you don't get together soon, you'll be too old to get it up. This is not helping me out. This is like shooting an arrow at my chest. It's as if he's afraid I won't die. But I don't want to use a third party to stimulate my relationship with Leo. What if Leo really leaves? It would be impossible to win him back even if I went through great lengths. It's only because you did me a favor back then and your brother offered me a high price. Otherwise, even if your brother kowtowed to me, I wouldn't come to play this act with you. Daniel said confidently and patted me on the shoulder. Don't worry. I'm most at provoking the dominant partner. Moreover, you didn't even see the way Leo looks at you. He wishes he could devour you bone by bone. Even if you ran away with me, I think he's the kind of person who would resort to forced marriage and imprisonment. Among the several relationships I had when I was young, Daniel was the one I saved from a bar. He was working as a male model there and was forcibly booked by a local upstart. That upstart looked. His eyes were like anuses and his belly was like a durian. Daniel looked only 17 or 18 years old at that time with delicate skin. How could he stand being tormented by that old guy? Out of pity, I helped him solve that trouble. As a result, to thank me, Daniel stuffed a room card into my palm. I originally wanted to tell him the importance of self-love, but as soon as I entered the room, he took off my clothes. Nothing happened. But from then on, Daniel clung to me like a ghost. Later, I learned about his burdensome family. Even if he didn't stay with me with his current the only way for him to make quick money was to do that kind of thing. I rented a small house for him. I would tease him from time to time, just like keeping a little pet. I gave him some money. I didn't need to clean up after him or feed him. He could support himself. Perhaps the reason he clung to me shamelessly was that I was generous and he didn't need to sell his body. That's why he keeps trying to take off my clothes. He was certain that I wouldn't do anything to him. On the contrary, every time after he took off my clothes, I would give him a sum of money. He was like exploiting a glitch, getting one gold card after another from me. It wasn't until later when the company's business got busy that I thought the money I gave this little pet of mine was enough for him to live on. So I made up an excuse to break off the relationship with him. Stop. I don't want to hear your story with Daniel. Leo gritted his teeth and covered my mouth, his eyes red with anger. I stared at him in disbelief. Didn't he ask for it himself? Then I have to explain the whole thing clearly. I don't want to hear this. One hand still covering my mouth, the other covered one of his own ears. I sighed. In short, it was all an act. Daniel has been keeping a young master recently and is short of money, so he came to me to make some extra cash. Leo's complexion improved a little. But suddenly I felt a chill down there. I widened my eyes and looked down. Didn't we just stop? Before I could say a word, my mouth was forcefully covered by the man on top of me. Amid the chaotic breaths, I could make out a sentence. You have to compensate me. The long night stretched on. The compensation is not limited to just this night.